news update. IPOB accuses Supreme Court of conniving with Nigerian government to detain Kanu perpetually. You're welcome to today's news. The news details. The failure of the Supreme Court to fix a date for the hearing of the appeal filed by Nigerian government over the Court of Appeal ruling on Nnamdi Kanu has elicited strong reaction from the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. A more powerful IPOB spokesman on Tuesday accused the Supreme Court of conniving with the Nigerian government to perpetuate Kanu's unlawful stay in detention. A court of appeal in Abuja had in October last year discharged and acquitted Kanu from all terrorism charges leveled against him by the Nigerian government. The court ruled that the arrest, abduction, and subsequent arraignment of Kanu before a federal high court violated international convention on terrorism and thus robbed any court of law in Nigeria necessary jurisdiction to entertain the suit. Despite the ruling of the court, the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, had insisted Kanu's case was complex and that the IPOB leader could not be released. The appeal case filed at the Apex Court had not been attended to. Powerful in the statement, they cried the seemingly intentional decision of the court to tarry in fixing the date for the hearing and accused it of complicity in the matter. The statement reads, IPOB is very concerned about the lack of progress in the matter before the Supreme Court of Nigeria concerning its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The delay, neglect, or refusal by the Nigerian Supreme Court for more than 3 months now and counting to fix a date to determine the appeal before them raises some doubts and questions as to whether the Nigerian Supreme Court has made itself complicit and a willing tool in the hands of the Nigerian government to delay and impliedly deny justice to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It should be recalled that the appeal court in Abuja had on the 13th of October 2022 discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and barred the federal government from further prosecuting him in any court in Nigeria. Rather than obeying the appeal court order, the federal government ran to the Supreme Court on appeal. In what seemed to be a connivance between the Supreme Court judges and the federal government of Nigeria to continue the illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Supreme Court has refused to fix a date to hear the appeal before it. We are watching the Supreme Court of Nigeria, which incidentally is a constitutional court, to redeem their battered image on the case of extraordinary rendition of Kanu, which has been filed before them. They have a choice to legalize and institutionalize extraordinary rendition, which is an international crime, or put the executive arm of government led by to order. The IPOB has accused the Supreme Court of working together with the Nigerian government to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was extradited and renditioned to Nigeria in 2021 and has been in the detention of the DSS ever since then. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gone to court and it was tried on 15 treasonable felony, but at the long run, just 7. It was faced with just 7. The remaining 8 was cancelled. The lawyers to the IPOB leader said that the court is not doing it the right way. Nnamdi Kanu, who is supposed to have been freed from his detention, is still being detained because of what they don't know. But remember that Nyesom Wike said he knows the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention, and that if he says it, the Southeast is going to collide. And he said that Nnamdi Kanu is not ready to do what the Nigerian government wants. That is why they still detain him till whenever he's ready. And Nnamdi Kanu has cried out and said, my health is not good, and those people are not allowing me to see my personal doctor. I'm having health issue. My left ear is also having issue. The court had already said I am free, but the federal government went to the Supreme Court to nullify the order of the appeal court. And since then, Nnamdi Kanu has no choice than to stay in the DSS detention. The IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who, because of his detention, the Southeast, Simon Ekpa, has been enforcing every Monday sit at home and making sure that on Mondays, nobody is seen outside. Marketers, drivers, students do not go to school, and so on. But since the inception, Nnamdi Kanu has not been happy with whatever is going on. And Soludo, who has told the Southeastern and Nigerians that, let me talk to President Muhammadu Buhari for him to allow Nnamdi Kanu to have just 5 minutes broadcast with the Southeast, so that the issues that is going on in the Southeast will calm down. It will no longer happen again. The Southeast has lost a lot of lives. Properties has been destroyed just because Nnamdi Kanu is in the detention of the DSS, and they are agitating for a state of Biafra. What has Nnamdi Kanu done to deserve his detention in the DSS from 2021 up to this moment? Kindly share your view in the comment section. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Thank you.